Okay, so we begin with the shoulders. So we're rubbing the rib cage area beneath the pec muscles or the chest. You can see I'm digging into it quite vigorously. We're trying to push the fingers in between the ribs. All right, there's lots of activation points through this area, but because it's the warm-up and this is a daily thing or before each of your workouts, you don't have to worry about spending a whole amount of time on there. So now we're switching to the other side. So this area is helping to release points on the body that allow the thoracic spine, which is sort of the middle spine, to work properly, and it also allows the posture to come up and the chest to open, and also the shoulders to sit back in their position a little bit better. So we're just finishing off here, and we're done on that one. Alright, so now we're going to the shoulders now. So we're trying to rub, there's a sleeve line that rubs down across the sort of chest to that whole sort of chest area. You can see I'm following the line down. There is a point that you want to target. It's closer to the top. So when you push into that area, you'll feel, some people feel tingling down into the hand or tingling into the arm. That's the point that we want to hit. And then we'll switch over to the other side now. We've got the same position on this side. Finding that point, you can see there I'm trying to push into that area that is tender, to the point that gives you the feeling down into the fingers. That's the point that we're trying to activate and get the flow happening again for the neural activation or the message to get to the muscle much louder and much stronger. So we've done there. Now we're going to go to this one's called the sternocleidomastoid, or the muscle that's at the front of the neck. Very important one to relieve headaches. So what we're going to do is follow the jawline down and then just go about 5 centimeters below the collarbone in line with the jaw. You can see there I'm trying to make it clear where it is. Now, having done an activation before, you'll realize that you're on the right point when you feel that nervy sort of pinprick type feeling, trying to on the sensitive area, is the word I'm looking for, on the actual skin. And then we rub that point just for 20 seconds again. So these are all 20-second activations. So they're short and sharp. Because we're doing this regularly, you'll feel that these points soften over the days, so it's a good thing. Okay, so we're done with that one. Now we're going to go up to the jaw. So you get the fingers and pushing into the jaw. Alright, you'll feel tender points up and on and around the jaw, following it all the way down until you feel the muscle finish, and just sort of rubbing and feeling if there's any points there. So it's very common to find lots of tender points in this area, and it can take a long time to release all the tension because many people store lots of stress in their jaw just by clenching their teeth and things like that. Okay, so now we're going into the back of the jaw now, which can be even more sensitive. So we're rubbing the thumbs and getting the fingers and pushing them forward from behind the ear. So you can see here I'm putting my fingers behind the ear and then pushing them forward as if I was trying to push them through sort of towards my jaw. And that'll really hit a tender point, and also rubbing on the back of the jaw as well is very tender as discussed. So we go back to the hip flexor now, the psoas. So getting the fingers, 4 fingers again, yes, pushing them in 2 centimeters just to the left of the belly button, pushing nice and firm. Okay, we're trying to just do for 20 seconds, so it's nice and firm. It'll be uncomfortable if there's more stress or tenderness there shutting you down. Then we go to the right again, or to the left of screen. You can see, yep, 2 centimeters to the left, to the right of belly button, sorry. And just pushing there for 20 seconds. Looking good. Now the hip flexor, one of the most important muscles in the body along with the glutes. It's in that zone 1 area, so very important for muscle balance. So now we're getting into the upward facing dog. You can see I've got my toes digging into the ground. My hands were below my chest when we started, and then I'm really arching my back all the way around, trying to squeeze the butt here too, so you can feel the glutes working, but also stretching out the front of the body, which just helps to open up that posture and really helps to release all those activation points on the front of the body. Now we do the glutes, so you can feel the first vertebrae at the top of the spinal column, and then we're just rubbing as we move out towards the outside of the neck, and you can see that I'm pushing right into the points there. These are the target areas for me, and you'll find your target areas, they feel like little bumps that stick up. They're the areas that are the blockage in the nerve system, so you want to give them a bit of a rub to get full activation. So a second time round we go back into upward facing dog. Same as last time, digging the toes into the floor, hands below the shoulders, hips pushing into the ground. Now really squeeze your butt. This time you should feel less tension in the front of the body and also less tension in the lower back if you were feeling it before, because your glutes are turned on a bit more and taking over the job that they should be doing, therefore giving you more muscle balance. And then we're coming back to the front again. We're going to go back to the hip flexors again, because these are such an important muscle group. They get a second go. Again, 20 seconds pushing nice and firm. 20 seconds is not long, so you just push it in there to really fire up those hip flexors, or this is called the psoas major. Very important muscle to have balance in. Affects the entire structure of the body if this one is not turned on. So again, to the right hand side or left of screen, we'll push in there. Your arms start to get a bit tired here. That's all good. You're nearly finished. You'll get better at it as you do it each day as they go by. Pushing in, you can see a little bit of a wince there. Good, good. Yeah, shake the arms out, get rid of the lactic. Finish it off, 20 seconds done. Alright, then we go back to the glutes again, because again they're in this zone 1 area with the hip flexors, so they get another go over. Get the thumbs, push in, nice and firm. Working on that area that's sensitive, but also that whole area. Pretend there's a band across that whole area, and you're just pushing the fingers in and just giving the whole area a bit of manipulation, but really targeting those sensitive points. So all the activations are done now, so we have to get into what's called a crescent lunge. So take this stance. First of all, take a long stride backwards, keep that leg straight at the back, and then reaching up to the sky. We're swapping to the other side now because we hold for about 10 seconds, and then onto the other side now. See how my knees straight over the top of my heel, and my arms are reaching up. I'm leaning back slightly just to open up that posture, and then we'll repeat it again. So we're into the crescent lunge again on the other side, really making sure the back leg is straight before you drop down, and I'm really arching back with my upper body, just looking, gazing above what would be eye level, so really opening up that posture. Swapping sides again, really straight leg at the back, drop nice and deep. You'll feel one side is more balanced and stronger than the other, but as you do this warm up and get fitter and stronger, you'll feel the balance come evenly across the body and you'll get better results.